Every year, humans purchase more than 600 billion plastic bottles. We design these objects for a single utility, carrying water for a few minutes before being discarded. But the story of the bottle didn't begin in a factory. It started with prehistoric life that flourished over 100 million years ago. The true mystery lies in why an object meant for 10 minutes of use is built from a material forged across geological eras. Before the first cities were built, and long before humans existed, Earth was a different world. Giant reptiles dominated the landscape, living and dying millions of years before their bones were eventually placed in these museum halls. While dinosaurs ruled the land, microscopic marine organisms filled the ancient oceans. When they died, they drifted to the seafloor, forming thick layers of biological sediment that spanned the globe. Tectonic plates buried this biological sediment kilometers deep. The immense weight of the Earth's crust generated extreme temperatures and pressures, altering the material at a molecular level. Slowly, these prehistoric organic remains liquefied into the dense reservoirs of crude oil we extract today. Every clear plastic bottle is a refined version of that prehistoric history. Extracting that oil requires drilling through the rock layers that spent millions of years compressing it. Refineries then break down those heavy oil molecules and reassemble them into long synthetic chains called polymers. This structural diagram illustrates the bottle's flower-shaped base. Its curved arches distribute internal pressure evenly across the bottom. If the liquid freezes and expands, the base flexes to absorb the stress. This geometry prevents the pressurized plastic from rupturing upon impact. Modern assembly lines use these physics principles to stamp out thousands of these containers every minute. We have mastered the art of turning ancient geological artifacts into the ultimate tool of convenience. Because these synthetic carbon bonds are unnatural, bacteria cannot break them down. Instead of decomposing, the bottle fractures into billions of microscopic shards. These particles have reached the most remote corners of the planet, settling into the sediment of the deepest ocean trenches. They are light enough to be carried by the wind, falling back to Earth inside Arctic snow and rainwater. Through the water we drink, these jagged particles have entered our own biology, circulating directly in the human bloodstream. Researchers have now identified these synthetic polymers lodged deep within the tissues of the human brain. The same engineering that makes the bottle durable enough for transport also makes it a permanent part of the Earth's ecosystem and our own bodies. Without intervention, the plastic we use for 10 minutes today will remain on this shoreline for centuries, outlasting several generations of your descendants. Breaking this cycle requires changing the chemical structure of the containers we use. This chart compares the lifespan of traditional plastic to bioplastics made from algae. Unlike petroleum polymers, these plant-based materials use chemical bonds that natural bacteria recognize. They produce the enzymes needed to digest the material back into the environment in weeks, not centuries. Moving toward these biological materials allows us to align our packaging with the natural world's timeline, rather than leaving behind a permanent chemical footprint. Every time we choose a reusable or biodegradable option, we are rejecting the idea that a few minutes of convenience is worth 1,000 years of pollution. We can't change the ancient history that created the plastic bottle, but we have the agency to decide when that story finally ends.